Hello, good evening. I am Rashi Sandeep Trideval. Today's date is 3/8/2021. Our today's video topic is the methods of ArrayList and LinkedList. In today's video, we will see what is ArrayList and LinkedList and their methods that we used. So we will start with our today's topic. The first we will go with the ArrayList. So this class in Java, the ArrayList class provides implementation of an array-based data structure that is used to store elements in a linear order. This class implements list interface and an abstract list class. It creates a dynamic array that grows based on the element's strength. Now we will see the declaration of ArrayList class. Public class ArrayList insta, that we can say as less than and greater than sign between E, extends abstract list, implements list, or we can say as list. Then we can say list about afterwards that clonable and serializable. Okay, so we will see the some points that we ArrayList supports dynamic array that can grow as needed. It can next point, that is it can contain duplicate element, and it also maintains the insertion order. ArrayList maintains the insertion order. Next point, that is manipulation is slow because a lot of shifting needs to be occurred if any element is removed from the ArrayList. So the next point, that is ArrayList are non-synchronized. Next point, that is ArrayList allows random access because it works on the index basis. So it allows random access. So now we will see one example for an ArrayList. Let's create an ArrayList to store the elements. Here list is empty because we did not add elements yet. So we will see in main method ArrayList string fruits equals to new ArrayList string method. So sysout displaying ArrayList, that is sysout println in brackets parameters, that is fruits. So this is output will be empty. Now we will see the methods that we used in the ArrayList. First is the add method in parameters, that is int index and e element. It inserts the specified element at the specified position in a list. And there is add method and return type is boolean. It appends the specified element at the end of a list. Next method, that is clear method. It removes all the elements from this list. And there is another method, that is ensure capacity in parameters int required capacity. It enhance the capacity of an ArrayList instance. And there is another method, that is get method in parameters int index. It fetches the element from the particular position of the list. And there is an isEmpty method. It returns true if the list is empty, otherwise false. And there is another method, that is last index of method, and in parameter, that is object O. It returns the index in this list of the list occurrence of the specified element, or -1 if this specified if the list does not contain this element. There is an clone method. It returns a shallow copy of an ArrayList. And there is also a remove method in parameters int index. It removes the element present at the specified position in the list. And there is an trim to size method, that it trims the capacity of this ArrayList instance to be the list current size. Now we will see about a linked list. Okay, so in linked list, Java linked list class provides implementations of a linked list data structure. It used doubly linked list to store the elements. It implements list, dequeue, and queue interface and extends abstract sequentially list. Class below is the declaration of a linked list class. Now we will see the declaration. Declaration will be public class linked list. In that parameters that we can pass any integer, boolean, and any data types like wrapped, implements list, dequeue, clonable, and serializable. And the next method, that is linked list class, extends list, stack, or queue as it implements all the relatable interfaces. And then next point, that is it allows null entry. Now fourth point, that is it is a dynamic in a nature, and that is it allocates memory when required. Therefore, insertion and the deletion operations can be easily implemented. And the next point, that is it can contain duplicate elements and it is not synchronized. Next point, that is reverse traversing is difficult in the linked list. So in linked list, manipulation is fast because no shifting needs to be occurred. So therefore manipulation is fast. Now we will see the linked list constructor. Linked list construct class has two constructors. First is used to create empty linked list, and second for creating from existing collections. That is we can see as linked list in add. It creates an empty list, linked list, parameters is empty. Now next is that is linked list in parameters collection C. It creates a linked list that is what we can say is that is infinite with the initialize with the collection with the elements of the collection C. Now we will see some example for the linked list, and that is linked list string linked list equals to new linked list string method, and it displaying linked list like a linked list by in sysout println. Now we will see the methods that we used in a linked list, that is return type is boolean, add method in that parameters what we can say is e. Okay, it appends the specified element to the end of a list, and there is void add method. It void add method in parameters int index and e element. It inserts the specified element at the specified position index in a list. There is an add first method that it inserts the given element at the beginning of the list. There is an add last method also. It appends all the given element to the end of the list. And there is an clear method. It removes all the elements from a list. And there is an clone method. It returns a shallow copy of an array list. Now there is an boolean contains in parameters that we can give an object. It returns true if a list contains a specified elements. Now there is an get method that is in parameters int index. It returns the element at the specified position in a list. Now get first method means it returns the first element in a list, and the get last method, that is it returns the last elements in a list. And now the next method, that is pick method, it retrieves the first element of a list. And the pick first method, that is it retrieves the first element of a list or returns null if a list is empty. And there should be a pull method next, that is it retrieves and removes the first element of a list. So now there will be a poll first method. It retrieves and removes the first element of a list or returns null if it list is empty. Now we will see pop-up method. Pop method that it pops an element from the stack represented by a list. There will be a push method. It pushes an element on the stack represented by the list. There will be a remove method. It is used to retrieve and removes the first elements of a list. Now we will see the next and the last method, that is int size method. It returns the number of elements in a list. So in today's video we have seen the methods of the array list and the linked list and some points that we have discussed. Thank you.